I just got done with one of my coaching sessions, and of course, they always leave me like there's some sort of inspiration or insight. It gets me thoughtful or grateful. Like they put me in this particular state depending on what kind of coaching session I had. And I'm particularly feeling very understanding right now towards the way that people are, that we sometimes judge them for being that. So, we tend to judge people that are not doing something that is okay with us or familiar to us or out of line with what we think they should be doing. It's really easy for the ego just to judge a person. It makes our ego feel good, comfortable, come up with a reason to even like put them in their place because it should be doing it this way or should be acting that way. But all of that is just surface. There's no depth to that. But then again, I was like, there kind of is though. There is a depth to the ego. It's very interesting. It is very deep to talk about the ego. But the ego does not respond back in a deep way. It's very surface and just kind of judgmental of what it sees on the surface. But it's not true. There's so much more to the people that we are judging. There's so much inside. Like, man, I am so honored to hear the stories that I hear from different people, what they open up to me about. I've always enjoyed being a listener and guide when I needed to be. And it's amazing that when you open your heart, your ears, and you pay attention to people's lives, there's so much going on that we really can't judge. I mean, we have that right to judge. But for those that like to do spiritual work and go a little deeper, we like to come into an understanding with ourselves and the world around us so that we're not judging, so that how we see the world is not so surface. And if we could really see people for who they are, I've heard it being said before that if people could walk around with a sign on their head, like above their head, that would tell you how they're feeling, or maybe even explain what they went through that day. There's always a big storybook behind every person and their actions, their beliefs. I mean, we're all so unique and different and yet so alike. To me, this just gets me into a place of less judgment and compassion and understanding. There is so much to a person than what you are judging them for on the surface. And not only that, but how you may respond to something is definitely not how that person might respond. You guys are totally different. Like, we're two different people and can respond to things, the same thing, totally different. So I just never, of course I have been judgmental before. And I personally like to look deep down and why am I being judgmental? And a lot of times it's also activated by those around me, was the influences around me. But I find it quite interesting to go within and ask yourself those questions. And if it's something that interests you, to be less judgmental and try to go deeper into people's lives and understanding them, because it can ultimately just lead us to having more compassion towards others and even ourselves. I think when I say even ourselves, it's because hopefully we can then see how much we are going through, how much we have been through, how, yes, beautiful, but how challenging life is in all its beauty. And I say that with gratitude, how challenging it can be. And hopefully we can be a little more loving towards ourselves, a little less judgmental towards everybody around us and ourselves, because we've just gone through so much and we really don't know what's behind the facade that you are seeing. So I will see you guys soon, hopefully, and I will be going off to bed. So have a good night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.